Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Lavender. I'm a teacher and artist living in Willow Beach, Ontario, Canada. And I'm making this video this afternoon because it's been really tough lately. So I know I've gone on YouTube to watch videos of other people that are struggling with vestibular illnesses, and it helps to feel like you're not alone. I think for those of us that live in small towns or in areas where there's the specialists are not available, and also I find that most people have never heard of it, so it's just nice every once in a while to know that I'm not going crazy, and it's real, and that I'm doing everything I can. So please know that you're doing everything you can on any given day to live with this incurable, invisible, chronic condition that steals so much of your life. Your ability to walk, to think, to move, to be anywhere that involves bright lights, too much sound, movement. So, parades, concerts, events, large areas where there's lots of people, noise and movement. Parties are hard. And so I just wanted to let you know that every day I get up and for about 2 minutes I feel normal. And then once my eyes start to focus on things and I start to move, my world starts to spin. I start to spin. My environment starts to move in waves. I feel nauseous. My eyes dart around because they're not sure how to focus or how to process the information. My jaw and sinuses and neck are always sore and feel pressure. Sometimes I have headaches, sometimes I don't, but mostly my migraines, my vestibular migraines, are the nausea and the lack of balance. That's the hardest thing I find, is the eye movement thing, the blurriness, and the inability to know where I am in space when I'm walking, especially if I'm not on flat surfaces. And it can be scary. And I also feel like my body now will go into immediate fight or flight, thinking there's a problem, I'm going to fall, I'm in danger. And no matter how much I try and tell myself and my mind and my body that I'm okay, I'm safe, my body takes a while to come back down and recalibrate. So I've been off for 2 weeks on a leave, unpaid, because I'm what's called a supply teacher, an occasional teacher with the local school board. And I love teaching. I just have a really hard time with the paperwork. I have a hard time with the shiny floors and the big cavernous spaces and the noise and the movement. It's just a vestibular nightmare. But I love interacting with the kids and helping them learn. And I had a couple classes today that I really enjoyed. And so it was nice to be back for that reason, but my body is done. And I probably will have to go home and rest, if not pass out, because it's just been a lot to try and keep my body upright and to think and talk and interact with people today. So, I often feel like I get dropped in a hole without a ladder. And because I'm not a permanent staff, even though I've been working with this board for 14 years, because of that, I don't get benefits, and I don't get paid leave, and I know a lot of people are in the same boat. And our employment insurance only covers for about 5 weeks, which I've already done. All my vestibular therapy and therapy for my pain management has been maxed, so now I'm paying out of pocket for that as well, and I'm not working. And I'm here today And I know tomorrow I probably won't be able to work. And that's hard. It's hard on my husband, it's hard on my family, it's hard for people to understand that because I look fine, it's completely invisible to others. They don't see and feel what I feel. So it's very hard for them to understand what it takes just to get up every day and do the things that I used to take for granted, like walking, moving around. I can't drive, I can't ride a bike, I cannot run. I use walking sticks most of the time when I'm outside of the house. And a day like this will have repercussions for days. I will feel worse for days. So I feel like I'm constantly having to choose between my health and pain and discomfort, which is constant, to supporting my family. It just seems like local agencies, they're like, Vestibular, what? They've never even heard of it. My doctor, I've been to 3 different doctors, misdiagnosed 3 times, 4 times, and then before I finally got this diagnosis. The VEDA, the Vestibular Association in the States, has been really helpful for information and resources, but none of them apply to me. There is no sort of organization that helps Canadians with this disorder specifically. It's incurable, it's chronic, it's invisible. And even though it's not fatal, which I'm so grateful for, because when I was being diagnosed, I was so worried it was cancer or MS or any of those terribly debilitating things. So I was relieved about that. But in a way, I feel like the old me has kind of died, and I'm mourning that. Who I used to be, what I could do, what things I had plans for in the future. And it's changed me. It's changed all my priorities. It's changed what matters to me. It's changed my whole purpose. And in the process, trying to cope, my kids and my art. I'm an artist, and that keeps me sane each day. I don't know what I'd do without those two. They keep me hopeful, and they keep me moving forward, even on the worst days. I do it for them. Some days it's really, really hard. Sorry. So my only option is now I work and be in terrible pain and discomfort to make money so that I don't lose my house and so that my children have what they need, so my husband isn't stressed out. Or I apply for a long-term disability, but I'll be on a wait list for probably about a year. And in the meantime, I don't know. I don't think I'll make enough hours to get EI this summer. I've used up all my EI, short-term disability. I'm hoping my art. I've started a business, and I'm teaching classes, workshops, events when I can, virtually and some in person. But I'm also doing art on a daily basis and selling that, as well as prints. My kids and I have started doing what we call Kids in the Biz, and it's free art demos, contests, coloring pages, just curriculum-based art activities on my website for kids. and we're just going to be building on that. So that feels really good. I'm doing a local mental health initiative, a series of 3 paint nights for local residents. I received a grant for $1,000 that will pay for all of the participants' art supplies, the venue, etc. So that also gives me some purpose to know that I'm helping other people that are dealing with similar issues to me get out and socialize and do some art. It's good therapy. So I am doing lots of things that are giving me new purpose, and if I hadn't developed this, none of the artwork I've created in the last 6 months to a year would have happened. The website wouldn't have happened. I'd still be teaching and loving some aspects of it, but right now it's been really hard with COVID being a teacher, helping students cope with everything that's going on, and colleagues, my own kids, myself. So you're not alone. Keep going. I know it's so hard. Keep going. And if you need something, give me a call if you need to talk, because I get it. And if you want to take some classes to get your mind off of it and as a distraction, email me at kristenlavenderart, all lowercase, @gmail.com, or you can check out my website at www.kristenlavenderart.com. And I'm going to have both free as well as really affordable, accessible art classes, workshops, events. And I'm going to be doing a lot of charity work where I'm raising money for other organizations in my local community. So take care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish.